Hello and welcome to some Galaxy Trucker. Now this is the first time we've played this on the channel, but not the first time we've played the game. It is frankly excellent. So what we're going to be doing here is we've got our little player boards right here and we're going to be building some starships. You'll see the rough outline of the play space that we've got available. Glenn's is just over there with the green chip. Got our core in the middle that has to be there, that's our player colour, and all the spaceship bits are in the middle of the board here. So we are going to be actively fighting for ship components to try and build the best ship we can in the shortest time possible. Let's have a quick run through of some of the components just so you know what exactly we are building out of. So all these ship components are going to look like this. We'll just grab some as an example. So how these connectors work together is you'll notice there are single, double and sometimes triple connectors. So singles go together like that. Doubles, if I have an example of double, could go together like that. But a double cannot go to a single, it does not work that way. You also cannot have a connector go to a blank side of a token. What you can have, however, are triple connectors that fit successfully to anything. Now then, some of these ship tiles we've got. So these are just pipes, connectors. They do literally nothing except provide really useful connectors. They help just fill out the blanks in your ship when you've got something that just a hole in it you need patched. These are shields. Now they are directional, so they only provide shield coverage on the two sides that have the green aspect to them, and they cost a battery charge to use. So for example, this shield in this orientation is covering the back and the right side of the ship, but if I were to plug it in that way, it will be the top and the left. These are engines. Now they must be put on your ship facing backwards, and there can be nothing behind them. They just provide thrust for the ship, and if you ever go into open space and you don't have any engines, you are eliminated. It's always good for overtaking people, getting higher in the priority order, and just getting good stuff, so always good to have engines. These two are containers for cargo. Now, blue can have the blue, yellow and green cargo in it that isn't worth as much, and the red can have the red in it. It can have any other colour as well, but it's the only type that can have red cargo, which is the most valuable. So you want as many of both of these on the ship as possible. This is a habitat module for crew. You need crew members. If ever you run out of crew members at any point, you are also eliminated from it, so you need as many of those as you can. Lasers are used for defending the ship, blowing up pirates, smuggler slavers, all that good stuff, so you want as many lasers as you can. There are double engines and double lasers that provide twice as much engine or laser power, but they require power to use, which comes from the batteries here. You want as many batteries as possible because you have battery powered things such as your shields and doubles, but once the battery power is used, because you've got two battery slots here, it is gone for the round, so use the battery power sparingly. We also have some alien life support modules, which if connected to a crew module like that, you can replace the crew with an alien. And depending if it's pink or purple like this, it'll provide +2 laser power. If it's brown like this, it'll provide +2 engine power, but it will take up that crew space. So you only have one crew of an alien as opposed to 2 human crew, but you'll get laser or engine power. So all these components are going to be randomly assigned in the middle of the board here. When we say go, we're going to flip over this egg timer onto the first space there, and until it's ran out its first course we can't flip it again, so we have at least 30 seconds to roughly build a ship. Once the first one of us is done, we flip over the egg timer to the next space, and whoever's left has 30 seconds to finish their build. At any point during the build order, these cards here are what the run is going to be made of, what we're going to be encountering. We could look at any of these 3 decks during the build if we wanted to, but we have to put them back. We can never look at this one, however. So let's get these tokens back in there and shuffle it up, and then we'll get ready to go. So also when building the ship, a couple things to note. So if we want to place something on the board, we have to orientate it, but once it goes on the player board, it stays there. You cannot move it off, so any mistakes are permanent. When we're fishing for components, we can only fish with one hand. We must reveal it over our player board, not in the middle, so it's waste time intentionally. And once it goes on, it stays on, you can't remove it. If you have a good bit that you want to save for later, but you don't want someone else stealing it, but you know you're going to use it, you can put it in the storage in one of these 2 slots up here. However, the only way that storage can be cleared is if it goes on the ship. If you have storage left and you built your ship, these are just waste parts that you'll have to pay for at the end of it, so it's very important to decide when and if you use storage. If you don't like a part at all, you can just put it back, but it must be face up, so there's every chance your opponent can come and grab it off you. So, let's hide all those. Okay, so Glenn, are you ready to go?
Yep.
Yep. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, that's a good battery. I want that. That's a good laser. I want that. Stick that there. Just don't want to block off certain bits of the ship. Let's put that there. Some good cargo, but then I'll block off those. Put them there. Ooh. Stick it there. Okay, that is good. Stick that on there. Ooh, I don't want that, but I don't know where to put it. We'll put that in storage. There's nowhere really I can put that. Would be nice, but I need some, basic. Oh, I'm going to rob that engine. Yoink. And I can't put it there. No.
That's why I didn't use it.
What about this double engine? Can I steal that? I could, but then I'd block off that engine. No. Ugh.
Let's try and take my stuff.
I'm going to steal these batteries though, and they can go there. That works, kind of. It's good cargo. Good cargo can do good cargo things there. It's a good laser. It can go there. Ooh, that would have been. Oh no, that could. Oh no, that works. That works. What are these double engines? No. Not great. No. Really want some. No. Oh, that one works. That one works. That doesn't work that way. Oh, it's gonna be sloppy, but
see what you've got.
It works is the crucial thing. No, it's only a 2. Don't need that. Again, only a 2. Don't need that. What are these? Could these go somewhere useful? No. Ooh, they could. They could go there.
Oh, you bugger. No, he's got a single bit there. I need double.
Ooh, could use a triple battery. Oh, okay, I can't forget about the red cargo. Yeah, that needs to go in. That needs to go in before I forget. Because that could have been real bad. Could really do with some more engines. No.
Risk it for a biscuit.
Oh, I'd like that, but I don't have enough. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I need a good. Yeah, yeah, why not? I can sloppy, but it'll make up some good laser power. Then need a good triple. No. No. Oi!
Got to keep an eye on what you've got.
Yeah, fair point. Oh, actually, it's a good shield anywhere. That I could use. I could always do more crew. I just don't like the idea that I'm unshielded in one side of the ship.
Well, I've got no shield at the minute. I just like to cover my ship up.
Yeah.
Don't need that.
Just want to cover that.
I'll do that again.
New. Just good shield when you need it.
No. else we got?
Oh no, it's pointing in the same angle. It's pointing in the same direction. No, that wouldn't work. There'd be no point. Oh dear. I've already got plenty of batteries. Was there another good cargo somewhere? Yeah, it's not going. Let's just put that crew in. And done. So, I'm done. Glenn has 30 seconds to finish his ship.
Only done.
Done as well. Okay. Well, still good, because since I was done first, my ship goes in spot 1 and Glenn's goes in spot 2. So, maybe looking at this race board and thinking, is this a race? Are we trying to reach a destination? Not really. This track here is just basically showing our distance from each other. So if we were to increase or decrease the distance, like it could affect who picks up a card and then gets the reward or choice first, and you can overtake people during the match. So getting in front is important, but you will suffer hazards first, potentially, as well.
I have my ship open from the back.
Well, here's the next thing. So
side.
now we need to check each other's ships, just to make sure they are actually legal, like all the bits match up. So we'll just have a quick look at mine real quick. So double to triple, single, double, double to triple, single. Oh no, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. So I've got a double going to a single here, so that doesn't work. So this component is destroyed.
You could lose batteries, one or the other.
No, I think I need those batteries. So I've lost that component because it was illegal, so it is now in storage, so I'll have to pay for that later. Let's check the rest of my ship. Everything else seems good, however. So yeah, so just that one from me. Let's have a quick look at Glenn's. What we got here then? So double, single, double, triple, single, triple, double.
From what I can see,
single.
perfect as usual.
I hate to admit it, but you do make quite good ship builds.
The only thing I'm more annoyed about is I left that back bit not unsealed.
Yeah, well, I've got those already on my Top Gun, so actually that's not too bad.
I know, but I don't like leaving it unsealed.
Yeah, so just like me, you've only got one half of the ship covered by shields, but luckily that is all legal, so nothing off plane ships breaks.
I'm an idiot as well.
There is that in storage.
Put that there, and I could just switch.
You could have just... Yeah, half the joy of Galaxy Trucker is realising all the mistakes that you did make that didn't need to be made. Yeah. Right, so let's clear this up a little bit and then we'll start with the run. Right then, so now we've filled up our ships with the energy on the battery tokens and crew members. So the white ones are human crew for me, and over on Glenn's side we've got 2 white crew and 2 aliens, because you've got the life support modules next to the crew cabins. So Glenn is quite low on battery power, however. He's got a lot of red storage. I've got a lot of crew. We've got about the same level of engines. We both only have one half of our ship covered by shields as well. So
due to my alien, I've got an extra 2 engines. So
yes, you do have more engine, but you do have more speed than me because of the alien. So,
but
let's
you will
see how this shakes out.
You do have more energy for guns, so
yes, yes, indeed. Right, well, let's start off on our little space adventure first, shall we? So, since I'm currently in the lead with the red ship, so we will flip over and see what we're facing first. Abandoned station. Oh no, hang on. It's not the choice. This isn't abandoned.
No, this is just a
abandoned station. Yeah, if you just have it, you can take the 2 red cubes, but you will lose 1 day. Yep. So I might have more than 6. I'm going to do that. I will take 2 red cubes. They go in my red cube storage, and I lose a day. So I'm a little bit closer to Glenn than I was before, but still in the lead. So next card. Pirates. Okay then, so if I have 5 laser power, I can spend a day to destroy the pirates and get 4 credits, but if I don't have 5 laser power, they will attack me with those 3 lasers.
Currently I have 2 unless you spend.
Currently I have 2 unless I spend energy power, so if I was to spend energy, I'd have 1, 2, spend 1 for 3, 4, spend another for 5, 6, so I'm going to spend 2 energy to activate both my double lasers to give me 6 power total, which destroys the pirates, gives me 4 credits, but I lose a day. So, and you hop over other ships, you don't finish on the same spot, so Glenn is now in the lead. So, Glenn, next card. Open space, fire the engines. So, because neither of us have double engines, we can just max the engine power. We've both got 3 engines, but you have a brown alien, which gives you 2 more laser power.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You go 5,
1,
and
2,
I go 3. Yeah, so the gap is increasing. Next.
Oh, no.
Ooh, meteor swarm. Okay, so we're going to roll dice, and this is where the meteors are coming in from. So we start on the left one, and it's coming from the front of both of our ships. They happen to us at the same time. So they're coming down on space 9, which is there. So big meteor comes in. I can spend a battery power for activate my laser to destroy that, which I will. Glenn, however,
It's my Hypertorium.
hits your alien life support module, which destroys it. And because there's no life support for that engine alien anymore, bleh, he dies.
My speed. Little one.
Little meteor. These ones bounce off complete components. That is on 8. So, yeah, it's a complete component there. It's not an exposed connector is what I mean by that. That, is, for example, is an exposed connector. This is just a regular side. So bounces off, bounces off.
Oh, shoot.
Another big meteor coming from the front. Space. Oop. 9. Comes in the exact same space. I'll spend another battery. And
my back of my shield.
And Glenn's the exact same space. It blows up his shield module.
Which loses my engine.
So yeah, so with these you can only destroy the big meteors from the front if you have a laser directly on the space of where it was coming from. So that's why I was able to shoot them down and Glenn was not. So I've basically drained all my battery power. I have one battery left, but Glenn's lost a
I've just lost the side of my ship.
Yeah. Oh, was that engine gone as well?
Yeah, because it was linked onto that.
Yeah, because that component was the only thing holding the engine on, so when that went, so did the engine. So Glenn's is looking a little worse for wear. But he's still in the lead.
Oh.
More meteors. Luckily, they are just little ones, though.
First one from the
First
left.
one from the front, because it goes from the top left across. So, first little one. Where's it coming down? Now, space 6, which is there. Bounces off complete components.
bounces.
Complete component. Bounces. Next. 10. Whiffs entirely. One from the left-hand side of the ship, up these. Comes along space 8, which dings off that. Yep, so dings off both sides
Same
of the
on
ship.
the right side,
Fine.
I'm worried about.
Yeah, on the right side. You've got some exposed components on the right.
Yeah.
Space 8, which would do there. Yep, so destroys another one of your engines and the red storage because you didn't have the shield. For me, dings off a complete component. One from behind, space 9. Dings off the engine, which is complete, and whiffs across Glenn because there is no ship components left there for him.
Well,
Still in the lead though. Planets. So now, going in player order of who is first in the race, they can choose which planet they want to land on. If they want to land on one at all, they will lose that amount of days in the bottom right, but they will gain the cubes of those colour, which is how you win the game. So, Glenn, which planet do you want to land on?
4, 6, 9, 4, 6. I'll go to top planet. So I'll go red, green, and blues.
Okay. So yellow is worth 3, blue is worth 1. So I will land on this planet here. So I don't have enough red storage for the red cube, but I do pick up a yellow and a blue cube.
I'll just chuck away the reds and take the blues.
Not a chance. So because we both did there, we both lost 3 days, so relatively speaking we don't move at all because we're the exact same distance from each other. So Glenn's still in the lead. Next card.
Pirate.
Abandoned ship. So this one, you have the option to lose 2 crew members and you'll gain 3 money if you choose to do so and lose a day. Glenn, you're there first. You have 3 crews, so you could do it, but that would leave you with 1 crew member left. Do you want to? There's only 1 card left.
Let's risk it.
Risking it. Chucking away his crew to get 3 money.
I need money.
So loses a space, so it gets a little bit closer. But last card.
Open space.
Open space, fire the engines. So, I have 3 engine power, you have 1. So I go
I've lost my engine,
1,
dude,
2, 3, landed on, goes in front. So I have just pipped at the post of the end of there because Glenn lost all his engine power. Okay, and that is the entire little deck of cards done for level 1 of this. So now we tally up scores, see how well we did. So, first of all then, you gain money for where you finished in all of the convoy. So first place would get 4 credits, second place would get 3. So I get 4 and Glenn gets 3. Next, the best looking ship. We are not going to do best looking ship because we have title cards. So we'll do the title cards in a second because they're a bit complicated. But let's do the rest of the scoring first. So, sell your cargo.
4, 6, 9.
So I got 2 reds worth 4, a yellow worth 3, and a blue worth 1 for a total of 12. How much did you get, Glenn?
9. 3
9.
blues, 1 yellow, 1 red.
Right, it's 12. Then finally, -1 credit for every damaged component. So that's damage as in lost in spaceflight or was left in storage at the start. So I have to pay 1 because I had that at the start that did not work.
6 pieces. Losing 6.
Okay, so Glenn's lost 6 pieces from there. Okay, so let's have a look at some titles then. Now we're going to award ourselves some titles. Now these are things we're going to have to defend across the various runs, and they are a boon, but could, if we defend them successfully, become a hindrance. So for example, we'll start off with this one here, which is Xeno Quartermaster. For each alien on your ship, add up its walking distance to the nearest cabin. I don't have an alien, so Glenn automatically qualifies for that. Now, you can only have 1 title per player, but we could potentially score multiple, so we'll see what we score and then decide which one we want afterwards. What's the next one?
This is the one we need to think about, because boxes.
Okay, Freight Hauler. Count the number of cargo components that had at least 1 block of goods. So I had 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, so tied for that.
Well, you had more boxes, I believe. But you were
well, more importantly, I was
first.
first. Yes, I was first in the race, so that one goes to me for now.
Powered items.
Yeah, count the number of components that use batteries. So the ones, not the batteries themselves, the things that power them. So I had 1, 2, 3, because your shield module got blown off, didn't it? So I qualify for the batteries. Next.
The alien distance.
That is the longest corridor, which is corridorist. Count the longest chain of corridor components. A corridor component is one with only 1 or 2 connectors.
2.
So that's not 1 or 2 connectors, period. It's the tiles that only have 2 in it. So for example, 1, 2, and it stops there because there is 3 on that. 1 stops. Yeah, I've only got 1, 2. Same.
Win.
Goes to me again because I finished first. Next. Master Engineer, count the number of components your ship has. Well, you lost more in the flight, so yoink. And this one, Cruise Captain, count the number of occupied cabins with a view.
I now have 1.
So a view is a crew cabin that is looking out into the void, not with a connector. So this one doesn't count because I'm actually looking into the ship, unfortunately, so I do not get that one. Glenn does because there's a occupied crew cabin with a view. You currently don't have any either, so neither of us get that. So that is just off in the void. So Glenn has qualified for Xeno Quartermaster, and I can qualify for any of these. I will go with Freight Hauler. So these titles don't score as anything this round. However, if we manage to score the same title next round, it will score as points, but then it will flip over to the gold side for the 3rd and final round, and then it'd be worth double, but it comes with a penalty. For example, penalty would be on round 3. If I have 2 cargo components next to each other, you can't put cargo in either of them. Hooray. So, titles are both a good and a bad thing. But now, let's go to round 2. And the good thing about round 2 is you get to clear the board. So, off that goes. And you flip the board over, and you have a bigger ship. So now there are more tiles to fill, there are more important things we can put on, but there are more tiles to fight over as well. So let's go to the next building phase. So with round 2, as well as having bigger ship boards that we need to fill out, so more components to fight over, there are also more cards on the table that we'll have to do, and level 2 cards are harder. So yes, we've got bigger ships that are going to be more readily able to face the challenges, but the challenges are going to be tougher and more numerous. So, also there are 2 spots for the sand timer now, so effectively have a minute after the first person finishes building, but right.
No, it's a minute before.
You get 30 seconds before you can flip it the first time.
Oh yeah,
and then after that there's 2 flips of 30 seconds each.
I reversed it in my head.
Yeah, no trouble. Right, so, ready for round 2?
Yep.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. That works. Do you know what? Don't care anymore. Done.
Trying to rush me now.
30, minute left. And you've got 4 more spaces to fill?
I don't have to fill them all, but...
You don't have to fill them all, no. But, it's always good to have everything maximised. Okay, and Glenn is done with about 15 seconds left on the clock. So, space 2. Right, so let's check these ships, make sure they're actually legal.
I believe mine is.
Triple all seems solid, yeah. So, one perfectly completed ship, no parts in storage, so yeah, not doing too bad.
But it's not completely sealed. You've got it open.
Oh yeah, I've got some open connectors, but they are not the worst thing in my box. As long as I've got shield coverage, which I don't, I only have half of it. Glenn, so you've got 2 bits in storage, so they will cost you later. Let's see how good this ship is. Yeah, that looks all good to me. I especially like how you've got like the one connector here just surrounded by like solid bits.
Well,
yeah,
I need storage.
It works. It works.
And
you'll
beat me on storage though.
Great, so let's clean up this middle bit and then we'll get the deck assembled. Okay then, so we're all ready. I've managed to get myself 10 crew, 7 battery power. I've got only a single unpowered engine, the other 2 are doubles, but they're going to use battery power like nobody's business. A lot of lasers on the front, good laser coverage, good cargo, good crew, only half shield coverage, however, no aliens whatsoever. Not much red cargo, so yeah, I might not get the big money this time.
Same amount of red.
Glenn's got a lot of engine power, good laser coverage, full shield coverage, the same amount as crew as me, good cargo, but only 2 battery power. So you're going to have to be very careful how you use those batteries. So, I'm in the lead, we've shuffled the deck up, so let's see what the first one is. Meteor Swarm. So, big one from the front, comes in along space 7. Regular laser shoots it, regular laser shoots it, fine. Little one from the front comes in, space 6, dinks off the front, same for both of us. And then the last big one comes in at space 8. So, yeah, I'd have to use my double laser to shoot it, which I will. You spend an energy for it. Glenn has an unpowered one there, so yeah, he just shoots it without spending energy. Okay, Meteor's done. Next. Planets, oh my. I will elect to... 8 in the green, or 6 with the yellow. I've got a lot of regular storage, so I'm actually going to land on the green one.
I'll go on yellow.
Okay, so I get 4 green cubes worth 2 each, and Glenn gets 2 yellow cubes worth 3 each. And I will divvy them among the ship. Don't want to put all my cargo in one basket. Okay, and since we both chose to land, neither of us lose any time. Next, more meteors. 2 little ones from the front. Space 10.
It's going to ding me anyway.
Yep, dings off. Little one from 3, whiffs entirely. Big one from the right. Now, none of us have any lasers pointing at the right side, and a shield will not stop a big one. Comes in at space 11. Whiffs past the ship, everything's fine. Little ones from the right. Comes in at space 6. Dings off the complete components. Another little one from the right comes in at 7. Again, dings off. Everything's fine. Next. Abandoned ship. So I'm the lead, so I do get the option of this. And I will elect to lose 2 crew to gain 3 coins. I will lose a day for my troubles. And lose 2 crew members. They take that abandoned ship and fly off and pay me 3 credits for letting them leave my terrible trucking service.
Mutiny.
Mutiny indeed. So, I'm still in the lead, but the gap is narrowing. Next, Stardust. Now, what this means is, for each exposed connector on the side of your ship, you lose a day's worth of space. So, I've got an exposed connector there, so that's 1. And I think that's it. And
0.
Glenn has 0 because his ships are bellissimo.
It would have been bad if the asteroid hit.
Indeed, so I lose a day, so I'm closer to Glenn, but still in the lead. Next. More planets. Okay, I'll get the first choice of where I want to land. So that's 9 on the top one, 8 on there, but I don't have... I do actually have a lot of storage space. I could always chuck the... Yeah, but you don't have that much storage space.
But again, I can chuck my worst ones out as well.
You could chuck yours, but I'm just wondering, would it hassle you more?
Not
Nah, you know what? I've got the space for it. I am going to land on that one. Get a red, a green, and 3 blues.
I get one of each. Minus the green.
I'll stick green there. Stick the red there. And 1, 2, 3 blues. Okay, we both landed, so neither of us lose any days. I'm still in the lead, however. Next card. Smugglers. Okay, 8 lasers to destroy them. If we don't destroy them, we lose 3 of our most valuable cargo. If we do destroy them, we gain those cargo at the bottom, but lose a day.
You have 5 normal.
You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular lasers, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd have to spend 2 to destroy them, but I don't want to lose my cargo, and I would gladly take theirs off them. So I will spend 1, 2 battery power. I now have 4 left. To destroy those smugglers, I lose a day. So Glenn is now in the lead, but I get 2 yellow cubes and a red cube, which is actually maxing my storage. Very tidy. Actually, no, I've got 1 space left.
And wasting all your battery.
Glenn, you are now in the lead.
Engines.
Open space. Your choice. Do you want to fire your double-powered engines?
No, I'll just take the 4.
You're just using your regular powered engines. I don't think there's that many cards left in, and I need the batteries for more important things, so I'm just going to fire my 1 unpowered engine.
It's going to be engine.
Yeah, exactly. So there's 3 cards, 3 spaces between us now. Glenn, you're very much in the lead. What have we got?
Yes.
It's not open space again, is it? Oh, for God's sake. Go on then, are you firing the engines?
That is a good question. I could actually probably, if I do it all, I'd probably get around.
Yes, if Glenn does lap me around this ring here, it would eliminate me from the game. There's only like 2 or 3 cards left, however. I don't think you're going to get that.
8, 9, 10, 12.
Glenn, don't do this to me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, and 1. So Glenn is way off in the distance. Next.
You can't believe this.
Come on. Oh, for God's sake. Right. Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4.
1. Go ahead, next.
You don't believe this. Salvers.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's bad to say. Okay, so Glenn, you're in the lead first, so it's up to you. You need 7 lasers to destroy those smugglers.
6, I need to spend 1.
Yes, you would have to spend a battery power to do it. You would gain 8 credits and lose 2 days, but if you don't do it, you'll lose 4 crew. Yep, so you're activating your lasers. So Glenn destroys the slavers, loses 2 days, and gets 8 credits. Or blown them up. Last card.
I really should have landed. 1, 2,
Open
3,
space.
4.
Okay, and 1 space for me. Right. So Glenn has very clearly won that one. So since this is a level 2 board, 8 credits for coming in first and 6 for coming in second.
I really should have lapped you.
I mean, I don't think you would have had the the battery power to do it, personally.
4 plus another 8. So basically 8 more steps on top of that. No.
Nah, you wouldn't have had the battery power. You would have. It would have absolutely decimated you against the slavers as well if you'd have spent it there. Okay, titles. So first of all, do we defend the titles we have? So for me, I have the freight hauler. Count the number of cargo components that have at least 1 block of goods in them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Glenn, you have 3? Yep, so I defend this title. So this goes to its gold side, so now I have a construction negative thing that I need to pay in mind when I'm building the next ship, if I want to try and keep it. In fact, even if I don't want to try and keep it, that is just happening, but that will earn me some credits. 4. Let me just double check that is. Yeah, it is 4 credits. So by defending that title, I have earned another 4 credits, but I've got to watch out for that when I'm building the next one. Glenn, Xena Quartermaster, you do not have aliens, so you lose that title. Let's see if we get any others. Cabin crews with a view. I have 1, and that's it because this one's empty. You have 1.
1, yeah.
1 on the back. Because you were first, you do get that title. Next.
Powered items. That'll be you.
Powered items. 1.
2 shields.
2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 as well, but again, you were first, so you get that title. Next.
The long corridor.
Longest corridor. 1, 2. Nope, stops with a triple. 1, 2, 3. I think is my longest.
Yeah, I've got 3 as well. So again,
you get that.
And the last one is complete ship, which would be me because
we have equal components, but you are further ahead. So yeah, you get that as well. So out of those titles, room with a view, most battery powered, longest corridor, best built ship. Which one do you want to retain? Bear in mind, we've only got one more round. There's no way you'll suffer the penalty.
I know. I'll go for looking ship.
Okay, best engineered ship.
Because I'm usually alright with that.
Yeah.
Except for the last game we played, which was terrible at the end.
Okay, then we sell off the cargo we've got. So let's just count up the cubes and find out how much we're owed.
People.
Fair bit here.
14.
21, 23, 25, 27.
14.
Nice.
You get for getting first.
Stacking up with the monies.
10.
I'll get rid of those again. 10.
39.
Is that how much money you got at the moment?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 19, 29, 39, 49. So I'm on 59 and you're on
39.
39. So 20 credits difference as we go into round 3. So once again, we will clear the boards. Beautiful little spacemen. Factories, keep the centre, and gone.
Just flipped it like a magic.
And the best thing about these boards is there's a level 3 ship, but how do you have 3 sides on a 2-sided board? Well, big ship. So, third and final round. There are now 4 cards in each of these. Level 3 are the absolute worst cards to come against, but of course we have bigger ship boards. There's more components we can fit on that, so hopefully we'll be better prepared. The real kicker though is that because I successfully defended the title, I now have this penalty when I'm building. So if ever I have 2 cargo modules that are adjacent to each other, diagonal is fine, adjacent is not, neither of them can hold cargo. So I want to be moving my cargo as much about the ship as possible. Let's, yeah, exactly, have fun. Let's see if it actually spaces out that way or not.
I'll put them at the front, just use my guns.
Oh, what, instead of guns? Just, yeah, here, take my stuff, it's fine. Okay, so 3 spaces for the sand timer now, so there's effectively a minute 30 after the first player finishes. So, Glenn, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so round 3 in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I want as much cargo as possible. Stick it there. Ooh, I do want one of those this time. I need some aliens on the crew.
It's going to go there.
Yes. Really good 4. Yeah, that works. Done.
I have guns all across the front.
You got 3 spaces left to fill.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. Minute and a half.
You bet you've got all the good storage, haven't you?
I've got a fair amount of it actually, and I've actually not put any of it. Oh no, I have put some adjacent. No.
So they're not going to work.
Yeah, so I can't use these storage. So that I've got a red and 2 blues that are doing nothing.
Should be fine then.
Cool, done.
Good.
Cool, sorted. Right then, so let's have a look at these ships then. So, thanks to Glenn being a good sportsman and taking back that one I'd half put down, this ship is actually fine, otherwise that would have fallen off. However, the bit I did end up putting in that place is a cargo next to a cargo, which, thanks to the title I'm defending, means that neither of these cargoes are working. Hooray. Fun fact though, if one of them blows up, the other will start working.
They're not working, or you can just not get...
I just can't put any cargo in them. Like, I can't put any cubes in those.
So you put cubes in, but cache it, because then you can...
No, they're just dead storage. Like, I could do nothing with them. The rest are all diagonal to each other though, so that's fine. So let's have a look and see if the ship is legal. I mean, it's so sloppy around the edges, but...
Yeah, so many open ports. Let's close the airlocks. Oh, if those engines get hit.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
The thing is,
if this engine goes,
yeah, so
this
mine.
goes. If this point goes, this goes.
Yeah,
So,
if this battery goes, my middle engines go. If this piece goes, that
the rest of the ship is legal first. Yep, that all works fine. We've just got the dud bit that I nearly puts in and complete the chapter myself. So, Glenn got 1 bit in storage here. Let's have a look at the rest of the ship. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, that's a weak spot, isn't it? Yeah.
And this bit. That goes.
To be fair, it's buried in the middle of the ship.
Yeah, but
it should be alright.
If it gets hit twice, then...
Yeah, that is a pretty damn good ship. Sweet.
No open airlocks.
Yeah, I've got plenty. I think I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 open connectors. Okay then, so we are all set up and ready to go. I have managed to get an alien of each type, so +2 to guns, +2 to engines. Got a fair bit of cargo. This isn't working. These are, however, so a lot of red cargo, which is good, but not much regular cargo. So I'll have to prioritise the really expensive stuff, I think. I'm quite weak in terms of crew, though, because including the aliens, I've got 8. So I best hope to defend against slavers and the like, otherwise I may find my ship drifting with nobody in it. Good amount of battery power, though, and good full shield coverage, so hopefully things are rosy.
3 normal guns, total of 11 guns. I have 2, 4, 6, 7 normal, plus another 4, so 11 again, just less doubles.
Yeah, it's not looking too bad.
Oh wait, 11 and a half.
Only thing I have noticed, you're missing 1 quadrant of your shield coverage, the back right, so let's hope nothing comes in from that direction.
Well, I need somebody to destroy it there first.
Yeah, and a lot of unpowered things. Granted, you don't have much in the batteries, so that's probably alright anyway. But, yeah. So I think if I spent the power for it, I could overpower your stuff, but see if I have enough when the time comes. Okay then, so...
The thing is,
yes.
if something comes like sideways and takes this bit out,
Oh, 100%.
then you lose this engine.
Yeah.
Then if something comes and takes this engine out, you lose this engine.
Yeah, and storage.
And then
there's a lot of weak points on this ship. That's
so I'm kind of hoping
one.
stuff like that happens.
This laser's another, like... yeah, the big ships tend to be a bit wobbly in that regard.
Whereas mine's the opposite side. If I get hit this side, then I lose that engine.
Yeah.
If I lose like a piece here, I lose this bit. That bit's the main
Well,
build.
let's see how we go. So, I'm currently in the lead, so first card, it is open space, fire the engines. So I get the choice first of how many I want to fire.
I have 5 normal.
You do have 5 normal and a double for potential of 7. I have 3 normal and an alien for 5. I will spend 1 battery power to have 7. And jet off 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'll spend 2 and jet off 9.
2? You only have 1 powered engine.
Yep, I only have 1.
Yeah. So take that battery back and go with the same
1, 2,
distance.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, next. Abandoned ship. So since I'm first, I have the choice of this. I could lose 7 crew to gain 11 credits and lose 2 days. However, I only have 8 crew, so I'm not going to do that. So the choice then passes to Glenn. Would you like to lose 7 crew members to get 11 buckaroos? You would.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, 7 crew members gone for Glenn, but he is 11 credits richer. And you've lost 2 days. 1, 2. Okay, so I'm still in the lead. Next. Pirates. 6 lasers to blow them up, and I'll lose 2 days if I do. 1, 2, 3 on the regular guns. Plus 2 for that alien there for 5, and I'll spend 1 for that laser for 7. Blow up the pirates. I lose 2 days, but I gain $7 dues. They wanted to call them Starbucks, but that name was taken. Next. Epidemic. So, if you have crew members adjacent to each other, they all, some of them die off.
Why do you think you got rid of mine?
Yeah, you.
I saw we had that.
You chose well which ones you got rid of, otherwise you would have lost a lot of crew with that. Yes, that was good foreknowledge. Because these are diagonal, not adjacent, everything is fine, however. Next. Open space, fire the engines. I seem to be burning through this battery power. I'm just going to spend another one.
I'll spend
and
1,
I'll go
so
7.
7.
Oh, so we go the same, so effectively we stay the exact same place. Relativity. Next. Open space, oh for God's sake.
7.
Well, usually I'd declare first, but yeah, I think I kind of have to match that. Yep. Bleeding power with this. Epidemic again. Already covered that. Everything is fine. Meteor swarm. So we've got 2 big ones coming from the front of the ship. First big one comes along space. 6. Double laser for me. I will shoot it down.
Double laser for me.
So we both spend a batch of power to shoot down the big one. Another big one from the front. Coming in at space 7.
I'm fine.
Double laser for me, so yeah, I will spend to blow that up as well. But Glenn has a unpowered one, so destroys it naturally. Little ones from the back. Comes in at space 3. Dings off.
Yeah, it's going to ding off all mine.
Components.
I'm completely sealed.
And the last one, space 4, dings off complete components. Everything's fine. Next one, planets. Okay, I will choose to land on the green planet, getting 2 green cubes.
Take the yellow.
Okay, and Glenn gets 1 yellow cube. Next, those ships off. More open space. I have 7 battery power left total. You have like 3, so yeah, I'm going to spend 1.
Are you sure?
Yes. Are you
I know what's coming later.
Are you spending?
Nope. So
No.
that 2 compared to you.
Very interesting. Interesting choice. Abandoned ship. Lose 4 crew members to get 6 buckaroos. Not sure if I want to. Yeah, I've got enough crew to do it, but if like some really bad slavers come along, that could eliminate me from the run entirely. So no, I am not going to do that. Glenn, do you want to lose 4 crew to get $6 due?
No.
No, so neither of us are utilising the abandoned ship. Next, more planets. I will land on, yeah, that one. So get a yellow, a green, and 2 blue.
I'll land on the one for 2 yellow.
And Glenn gets 2 yellows. Okay. Next card. More meteors. Oh god, and we've got some big ones coming from the right.
I've got a side meteor.
Yes, so you do have a side laser. And the thing about side lasers is when they count for your total laser power, they count as half. However, when shooting down meteors, instead of covering 1 lane of fire, they cover 3. So Glenn's actually fairly well equipped to deal with these side meteors. I, however, am not. So, little one from dead front comes in at 6, dings off complete components, everything's fine. Big one coming in from the left. Coming in at space 4. Yeah, shields cannot defend against big ones, so destroys the prow laser off both of our craft. Little one from the left comes in at space 3, whiffs past the top of the ship. Another big one from the left. 11, ooh, straight past the bottom of the ship. That's alright, big threat's gone. Little one from the back comes in at 8 and dings off complete components. Sweet. Open space, fires the engines. I've got a good lead here. Yeah, I do have a good lead here. I'm not going to fire my double engines. Instead, I will just move for 5.
And I'll move 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, still in the lead for me though. Next, more planets. Okay,
Dale,
yeah.
you filled in the ones that you can't fill in.
Which one?
Storage.
Oh, yep, you are correct. No.
The adjacent.
No, only reds. Oh, yeah, you're correct. Yeah, the adjacent ones. My bad.
Just so you know.
Nope, thank you very much. I completely forgot about those. Okay. So, what's worth more? I think they're worth the same actually. But it's more compact, so I'll land on that one there. And gain a red, a yellow, and a blue.
And I'll gain a red, a green, 2 blues.
I don't want to put that red on the prow of the ship that is just waiting to fall off.
Where's my red there?
Okay, last one.
Fire.
Abandoned ship. Lose 6 crew to gain $10. And it's the last card. Why the hell not? it because I've got alien crew members to power the ship. All my human crew are gone, but the aliens still count for 2. So yep, and then I get $10. Sweet. Run over. So let's tally up scores then. So I finished in first, so get 12. Glenn gets 9. Titles. So did I defend the most filled cargo? So this is cargo bays that have containers in them. So these 2 don't count because there's nothing in them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. So yes, I do defend that. So I get 8. So I'll take that 2 away and get a 10. Defended. You're one of the most. Is that the filled spaces with yours? Count the number of components your ship has. We actually have equal number of components, and I finished first, so you don't defend that title. And we don't need to earn new ones because the 3rd round is the last one. Sell off the cargo then. See how much money we've made. I think you might be right. 17, 13, 15, 19. So I'll drop off a 1 and get 2 10s.
Assuming you've won from that sounds.
-1 for exploded components. I have 2. So -2. So let's tally up total scores. I have 113.
74.
Ooh, 74. So, that is Galaxy Trucker. Significantly easier when there's 2 people. When there are 4 people, it is pure chaos because, frankly, there is not enough components to go around. But hopefully you enjoyed our little Galaxy Trucking adventure, and hopefully we shall see you in another one.